Garrett Lakers have defeated Southern Maryland 94-83. Paul Mullen here for Garrett 365 with Coach Dennis Gibson. Coach, another one of those games where there was a lot of fouls called, and it made it tough probably for just about everybody in the contest. Home team, visiting team, fans, tough to watch, but you come out with a W, and in this league, you earn them.
Yeah, I've told my guys no matter who you play in our league, they got a chance to beat you no matter what you're doing, because they can either shoot or get to the basket or whatever. And the way the game's called today, I mean, in this era, is if you're driving, no matter what you're doing, you have the advantage on the defensive player. And we try to play good man defense, but it's almost impossible to do anymore. I'm really, you're going to look at me with astonishment, because I'm going to say there are some positives in this game.
Well, I think so too. I mean, whenever you go through stretches where there's a lot of fouls and you're not sure exactly what's being called, to regroup mentally after that is tough for some teams, but your guys did it.
I know. I'm pretty proud of them, and some kids stepped up. Adam Wilkinson, here we go with Arze's out on fouls. Sebastian sprains his ankle. Adam's the third point guard. I put him in. And he'd been playing a lot the game because he's a good defensive player. He stepped up. I want to thank Coach Spiker for talking me into going ahead and playing Deshae, because Deshae handled the ball and made a lot of plays. DeAndre stepped up. The kids really, really stepped up. And I think the game is good for them. You hate to say, okay, you wouldn't want to lose that game, because I think we were the better team. But I think the kids really stepped up,
DeAndre Davis, 19 rebounds in this one. And about halfway through the first half, he really turned it up a notch, I thought.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Florida trip was a bad thing for us. I think our guys are, a little bit winter-bound. They're in the snow. They don't have anything to do. Some of them are, fortunately able to take classes right now, but still there's nobody on campus. It's hard to get meals. To play basketball here at Garrett, you got to take your hat off to these kids, and you can kind of see it. I talked to him about that when I said, you're warming up, you have no energy. I know Chris Scarlett is hurt. He hurt his back. DeAndre just got to practice yesterday. Nemo hurt his back the last game. All of a sudden, you're sitting there. That's why I try to develop a bench. And I'm really proud of the guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm on them. I'm on them pretty hard, because they've got to play like seniors and they're only freshmen. Yeah,
well, you got about a month to go, I guess, before you get into tournament play, maybe a little less than that. How's the league stacking up, at least for the Maryland JUCO?
Well, Frederick's leading it. We could have won that game the other night, and we did just let some things get away from us. I have to give credit to the other team always. You give credit to Southern Maryland. They made that run at us. They made us make mistakes. They made us take quick shots. That's what we're trying to learn not to do. Last year, those kids probably maybe not as talented this year's team, but a little more mature about how to handle situations. This year, the kids, the guys just have to learn. And I think with Frederick at the top, you know me, I never worry about the Maryland JUCO, but the worrisome part of that is we may be playing other D2s, which affects our D2 record, which then does affect D2 seeding. And that is really important to us. So all these games, that was a D2 game tonight. That was a home game, D2 game, Maryland JUCO game. Right now we're in second place in the Maryland JUCO, which is great. We beat Frederick, we'd have been tied for first. So I'm not worried about it. I really want the kids to just get better through this part of the season.
All right, Coach Dennis Gibson, thank you very much. Paul Mullen here for Garrett 365.